So the question was posed, which professors should we believe in? Which doctors should we follow? Because if you look at the vegan camp, they've got their doctors, and the carnivore people have their doctors, and both camps have their scientific studies that they refer to. At the end of the day, I believe you should make an informed decision and take responsibility for your own health. What I will say is there are a lot of nutritional studies that are influenced even today about or are influenced by people that have a vested interest in the outcome of that study. To give you an example, yesterday I looked at the video of a new guideline that came out. It's called the Compass Guidelines in America. And these guidelines favor things like Lucky Charms above eggs. Lucky Charms is a treat. And this whole video that I watched is about doctors asking questions about this guidelines that came out. It's called the Compass Guidelines. Where's the scientific proof of these guidelines that promote junk food basically above something that is good like eggs? And then you must know that there must be vested interest behind it. There's people that make money from the influence that these guidelines will enforce or will affect. For instance, food guidelines or food questionnaires often work in the following way. People are handed a food questionnaire and they are asked, what did you eat for the last 4 years? And how much meat did you consume? And at the end of the questionnaire, they will determine what kind of illnesses were prevalent in this particular group that they studied or questioned. And then they will make a conclusion and they will say the cancer rate in this particular group was this high, and people who ate meat had a prevalence of cancer in this particular percentage. And of course we know this is nonsense, because this is a very weak way to do a study. Because what was eaten with the meat? How was the meat prepared? Were there any alcohol involved? Were there any cold drinks involved? Were there any seed oils involved? Were there any sugary sources involved? Of course there were sugary sources involved, because it's not a specialized diet like the carnivore diet that these people were following. They would just ask, how much meat did you eat? And then these kinds of studies end up being quoted by different camps, like the vegan camp, for instance. Another type of study that they often refer to is where they do laboratory tests on animals like rats, and they make rats susceptible to get cancer genetically, and then they will feed them red meat, and then some of the rats will get cancer, and then they will draw a conclusion and say red meat causes cancer. And there's studies out there like that. First of all, it's a rat. The human digestive system is closer to a pig than to a rat. And second of all, they were made susceptible to get cancer. Go to video number 3 on my blog, The Big Fat Surprise, and you'll see Nina Teichels talk about how nutritional companies paid money to influence nutritional studies. Dr. Kellogg's, for instance, Dr. Ansel Keys was influenced and given money by the Kellogg's company, and he was the guy that said don't eat animal fat, because that will give you cholesterol. And of course, today we know it's not true. I'm not going to elaborate on this in this video. I've done a lot of videos about that. But let's get back to meat and vegetables. There are no essential nutrients that is only found in fruit and vegetables that is absolutely essential, that you can't find in animal products, that your body needs. I'll say again, there are absolutely zero nutrients that is essential, that is only found in fruit or vegetables, that you can't find in animal products. I will go as far as to say, if you can point me to a nutrient that my body needs that is only found in vegetables or fruit, and I can't find it in an animal product, and it's essential to my body, I will quit the carnivore diet, and I will make an apology video for you. But you won't be able to do that, because I've made many videos like this in the past, and nobody can point me to that nutrient that is so special. Let me point you to 5 things that are only found in animal products that you won't find in plants at all. It's collagen, cholesterol, vitamin B12, taurine, and carnitine. Taurine is used for the brain and nervous system and for the heart. It's a amino acid, and carnitine is also amino acid, also only found in animal products, and it's used in the mitochondria of your cells to pull in long chain fatty acids. So you absolutely need these things like cholesterol. Did you know that, for instance, 30% of your body's cholesterol is within your brain? Did you know that your nerves are sheathed with myelin, which is formed from cholesterol? Your hormones, every single hormone that you have in your body is made from cholesterol. Your immune system is enhanced with cholesterol. Your cell membranes, every cell membrane in your body is formed from cholesterol. Vitamin D is formed together with the sun from cholesterol. Your liver makes 3,000 milligrams of cholesterol every day. You can't stop it. Even if you take medication, you can't stop it completely. So why would God give you something, cholesterol, that is so bad? I've got several videos about that, so I'm not going to elaborate on cholesterol. Go to my frequently asked question playlist on my YouTube channel, where I talk about cholesterol in detail. I don't want to talk in this video, else it will be too long. So you get those 5 things that you can only find in animal products. But if you don't eat animal products, let's say you are vegan, your body will make cholesterol, which it absolutely need, from seed oils that you are eating. And again, you get 2 types of seed oils. You get unsaturated seed oil and saturated seed oil, and you get saturated animal fat, and you do get unsaturated animal fat, but very little, and that is not even so dangerous as unsaturated plant fat, like sunflower oil and canola. Did you know canola oil is so poisonous? If you put it on your plants in your garden, no insect will eat it. It's a natural insect repellent. Sunflower oil, if you overheat it, becomes a trans fat, and all unsaturated fat clogs up your cells. And that is, by the way, how vegans can reverse their type 2 diabetes. They cut out all oils. Unfortunately, they cut out even the good oils. I made a video about that as well on my frequently asked question playlist. I'm not going to elaborate on that. but they take a long time to reverse their type 2 diabetes. They also eat a low GI food, on a low GI food method, but that is very specialized, but it takes about 5 months. But with the carnivore diet, we reverse type 2 diabetes within 18 days. See my live playlist on my YouTube channel where I interviewed people who reversed their type 2 diabetes with the carnivore diet. Some reverse their type 2 diabetes even within 3 days. You can absolutely get your blood sugar down. There's still metabolic problems, but it takes time to heal. But the point that I want to make is there are 3 things in nature. You get protein, you get fats, and then you get carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, for the most part, is only found in plants. We do get carbohydrates in things like cheese and dairy and milk, but not as much as in plants. But only protein and fats are essential to your body. You absolutely don't need to eat any carbohydrates at all. Even cheese, you don't need to eat cheese at all. You don't need to consume any dairy at all. So what I say is make an informed decision for yourself. Follow me on TikTok as well. Follow me on YouTube. I've got a frequently asked question playlist. I've got a live playlist there, and you can ask questions in any of my videos on the commentary, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. The other reason why we should consider which professors to follow and which to ignore is what will the long-term consequences be. I've got a few people on my blog. If you go to video 110 to 113, and as well as video 125, my blog's name is carnivoreway.blogspot.com. People are being interviewed that has been following the carnivore diet for 10 years, 14 years, and there are people that are even longer on the carnivore diet, but they are healthy. But then you go to video number 33, 38, and 42 on my blog, and you see, for instance, vegans that were on the carnivore diet for 6 or 7 years and their bodies were breaking up. Athletes that could not sustain health anymore, mental issues, and their bodies just gave in. Go and look at those videos. It's all about the sustainability, about the diet. How will he do in the long term? Go and look at video 85 as well, the proper human diet, on my blog.